I have found a place, and nothing is holding me down now. I have found a place, out of time and space, far from city lights, up on greater heights. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies. But I'll be coming home soon. Yeah, I'll be coming home soon.
Hello, everybody. Nicholas Snow here. You're watching a live edition of Hot in Palm Springs on Promo Homo TV. I am your host, Nicholas Snow, and yes, over 6 feet of snow has hit Palm Springs. It's a beautiful 88 degrees. It actually feels cooler if you're used to the really hot weather that we're usually having here. So I want to let you know what it precisely is going to be happening. I have intentionally gone live 10 minutes before the official program begins. So the city of Palm Springs has an official motto, like no place else. And it's also the worldwide broadcast home of Promo Homo TV. And I'm thrilled to bring you this exclusive live coverage of the Downtown Park Grand Opening and Community Celebration, which marks the completion of the much anticipated new downtown park on Museum Way, adjacent to the Forever Maryland sculpture. And it's brought to you by the residents of Palm Springs and their Measure J tax dollars. I'm one of them. So some of you are aware of where Maryland is actually located. It's the 26, 27-foot sculpture by Seward Johnson. And I'll show you a better look at Maryland later. But that's Maryland over on Museum Way. And I have the, that would be perfect, yes. I just have found out that I get to interview Mayor Christy Holstage. It's perfect. Mayor Holstage, I haven't seen you forever.
Hi, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here.
We just went live, and I'm with the mayor of Palm Springs. You know, I've known you since before you were ever on city council. I supported your campaign. I don't get to see you near as often because you're so busy. But isn't this an exciting moment?
This is an incredible moment for the history of Palm Springs, for our future, to celebrate our Central Park, to be able to give this amenity to our residents who've paid for it through Measure J funds. I mean, what an amazing moment to go through a pandemic, to have such difficult times in the last 18 months, and then now come together as a community and all be here together.
So how many people are we expecting here tonight? Do you have any sense?
I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of people here already. So we have ABBA Fab coming. We have a concert in the park at our new amphitheater. We have a pooch contest. So we have a lot of amazing events tonight. Taste of Palm Springs with the Chamber of Commerce. All for free. All for our community.
And you know, and Measure J tax dollars, which I just explained, help pay for the park. So one of the reasons we're able to do this is because California and Riverside County have been very respectful of science, vaccines, boosters, social distancing when inside. And you have been a real champion for that effort in your role as mayor and on the city council. Why do you think that has differentiated us from communities that are still struggling?
Yes, we believe in science. We've taken action, quick action to protect our community. If we remember back at the early days of the pandemic, Palm Springs actually had, and Coachella Valley had, a third of the deaths in the state. We were one of the first hotspots. And so we issued the first shelter-in-place order. We've required masks. We've required vaccination proof to go to a restaurant. So all of that to know that our economy can't keep going if we don't have a community that is safe and healthy. And so we've put that at the forefront. That's been our main priority. And you can see the results, that we have a lot less spread, a lot less cases, and we've saved lives through that work.
Well, I really appreciate your dedication, and I'd love for you to share with my viewers the office that you're running to and a little bit about why you're doing it.
Sure. So I'm running for State Assembly 8042, and we need someone to represent our values, represent Palm Springs in the State Assembly. Palm Springs and the Coachella Valley, we need our fair share of state resources and dollars. We need investments and jobs in the economy from the state. So I'm looking forward to being that voice for our community.
I just have one more things I want to share with the audience. So Chrissy has a wonderful husband named Adam and a brand new baby, but in her life experience, she's proud bisexual. And I think that that's just so wonderful that you're out and proud with that label and your life experience. And I know you've gotten a lot of flack for it. People don't understand, well, how can someone who's bisexual be married to a man and have a baby? What would you like to add to that? How would you like to answer that question?
Yeah, I think the beauty of the LGBTQ community is that we're diverse, that we look different, that we're fighting for a different future, right? Not just gay or straight, not just one way to live your life, that we're our true, authentic selves with love, right? And so I've been proud to show that being bi looks a certain way, looks various different ways throughout our community, and that's something to be proud of, that there's so many of us in the LGBTQ community. Some people that might be married to partner of the opposite sex, might have children, right? But still identify with the community. And I think coming together, that really shows the strength of our community and the future that we're fighting for.
Well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of our city, and it's honored to know you. And have fun tonight.
Thank you. I'm proud to know you. Really proud of all the work that you do for our city and our community, and just grateful for you. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
An exclusive interview with the mayor, Christy Holstege. I think I actually got the first interview of the evening. We're about 3 minutes away from the official live program. I want to take the opportunity to give a shout out to the people that make my show possible. So here we go. I want to give a shout out to DAP Health. I've been a client of DAP for 10 years. One of their value statements is we welcome all people, period. I want to give a shout out to my good friends John Pascal and Willie Ryan, owners of 849 on Trinity North Palm Canyon, for their support of the show. And I'm a media sponsor of the LGBTQ Community Center of the Desert. Big weekend for them. If you're in town, Sunday the 24th at 11 a.m. is their building rededication and grand opening and ribbon cutting. And this show is distributed across the Twitterverse in collaboration with Matt Scalarud, Pink Media, and the hashtag #ILoveGay campaign. Locally, I'm really excited to acknowledge my media partners, KGay 106.5.
In just a few minutes.
In just a few minutes. KGay 106.5, the I Love Gay Palm Springs podcast, and Gay Desert Guide. And I want to thank David Perry and Associates for the PR support that he gives Promo Homo TV. And Promo Homo TV is the official broadcaster of the Palm Springs Pride Parade. We're going live at 9 a.m. on Sunday, November 7th with a multi-camera crew across the cyberverse, just very much like this program. So if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the bell for reminders. And tune in for that parade broadcast. And as you can see, we have merch, and you can get it on Amazon. And if you send me a photo of you wearing the merch with your permission, I'll put it on the show. And I'm going to be back with the official program after this.
Live your life like a dreamer. Fly all over the world. Open yourself so the world can see. You're a beautiful pearl. Live your day, let the world run dry.
So while we're waiting for the show to begin, I'm just going to go through some of the comments. So Rock is watching from Fargo, North Dakota, and he says, "Hiya, Nick." Uh, my friend Raphael, hello, Nicholas. It's Rafa and Michael watching. Thank you. Rock says, "Great smile, and we are who we are. Just be you." I think she was speaking about Christy Holstedge. And I want to give a shout out to Paulina Angel, a wonderful trans woman locally. She's on my parade lineup. And Joe Luis Gonzalez, I hope I said that right, he says hello, people. And Paulina says hello back. I will check in later in the show for more comments, but just remember, if you do ask a question or post a comment during the live broadcast, I might have a chance to feature you on the screen. And I want you to also check out that scroll at the bottom of the screen. It lets you know how you can support the show. And in the back, we have members of the City Council. I'm going to reach into my bag and grab my glasses. I'm also going to give you a sense of the crowd here.
Hello, everyone. We're going to get started right here. Good evening, Palm Springs. I'm Mayor Christy Holstedge. We're here joined by my colleagues on City Council, Councilmember Dennis Woods, Mayor Pro Tem Lisa Middleton, and Councilmember Jeff Kors. And Councilmember Grace Garner sends her well wishes for us this evening. We have full City Council support for this beautiful new downtown park. Before we do anything else, I'd like to take a moment to point out the wonderful commemorative marker on the boulder behind me. We'll have City Council point to it. This is marking the sliver of land as the original site of the local pioneer Nellie Kaufman's historic Desert Inn. The group of people here with Nellie faces that they're holding up. The Desert Inn was the desert's first ever health and wellness resort, originally built in 1909 on this site. The plaque is a gift from the Palm Springs Preservation Foundation, and we thank them for their generosity. We think Nellie would be delighted for this wonderful location, for the tribute to her and her memory, and to be here in this space in the heart of downtown and to see how it has evolved from 1909 to now, to the future of Palm Springs and decades to come. We know that our residents are going to enjoy this park for decades to come, and we're so grateful to make this investment in our community. As many of you know, the downtown park has been a long time coming and much anticipated. On behalf of my entire city council and our Measure J tax dollars, which have funded a large portion of this park, we're absolutely thrilled. We'll finally provide our residents with this magnificent new amenity, which we fully expect to be much used and much loved. And the central hub of our new revitalized downtown. The City Council and city staff have worked incredibly hard to keep this project moving, even during a global pandemic. And if you look around, the results are simply stunning. And I just want to take a moment for all of us to look around where we are right now with the mountains, with the beautiful water feature, with the grove, with the palm trees. I mean, what an amazing tribute to our natural environment and the beauty of Palm Springs. With the shady palms that surround us, the water feature inspired by the Agua
I call
Caliente
Jasek.
Band of Kuya Indians, Tahquitz Canyon Waterfall. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the tribe who is invited here tonight. Obviously, we stand here on their land, the initial site of the Agua Caliente, and we've invited the tribal council here tonight too. This park represents our Palm Springs community and relaxed desert lifestyle perfectly. In fact, I'd venture to guess you won't see anything like it anywhere else. And that's because it's been designed just for us, just for our community, by the park's brilliant designer, Mark Rios. Mark Rios and his team actually spent hours and hours, probably hundreds of hours on this project, actually having community meetings to listen to the community, to listen to what you wanted from this park, to listen to what was important for you. And these features that are in the park is what was designed by residents themselves. So Mark, thank you for creating this wonderful new open space, gathering place, heart of our downtown for decades to come, that will be open and free for our visitors and our residents alike. So I'd love to invite Mark Rios to the stage now to say a few words.
So it's really fantastic to be here today. And the most important thing I'm going to do is introduce really this terrific, talented, amazing team that's made this happen. So Nate, Jason, Crystal, Hijay, Laura's on her way. This group of core people went way, way, way beyond all of my expectations. And together, this was really a labor of love. So I want to thank all of you. Tonight, I just want to talk briefly about two, I think, really major accomplishments that this park represents, and things we should really stop and think about and celebrate. Can you hear me now okay? Better? Okay. So I'm going to talk about two things that we really need to celebrate, I think are really important evidence that we see in this park. The first one is about process and collaboration. I've been working on this project for 10 years, since really before the Measure J vote, and this project has survived a very long time. There have been multiple people and administrations and commissions that have all been really a part of this project, that the collaboration with the community workshops, open houses, everyone that was a part of this project helped realize it. And sometimes when projects take a long time, we think that maybe something's broken or it could have been done faster. But I really want to stop and say that this process was inclusive. It took a long time because it was so inclusive. And at the end of the day, we have a much better product because of it. I think the key things that made that collaboration successful, number one, we had a really big idea, a dream, and everybody can sort of latch onto that dream. Number two, I think we were all really good over all those years of passing the baton, because new people have to contribute and be inspired. You have to be able to sort of get that group together and make things happen. Throughout the entire park process, we solved tons of problems. Problems about the site, problems about money, problems about, how to maintain it over time. The projects like this are really about problem solving. But in the end, I think that process and the collaboration for me are really amazing evidence that process and government works. And so I think tonight we need to celebrate that, although we get sort of frustrated with things at times, that this park is an example that really works. And that everyone here that really cares about public experience and public places, we won. This product is a victory of public process. The second thing I just want to talk about really briefly is this park is all about ideas. and that as designers, we have responsibilities to solve problems, to make places beautiful, to make them safe, to make them inviting, make them fit into the context, to make them be able to maintain for a long period of time. And those are all our responsibilities. But as designers, we have a whole nother set of obligations. And those obligations are to bring content to our work, to make our work be evocative of emotions, to make you be inspired when you come here. And if you think of like a fabulous
In answer to your
painting
question,
or
we're close to the museum,
sculpture
but that's
or a
not it.
symphony, those things are records of our society and of ideas. And so we've really looked at what are the ideas that this place needs to represent. And it represents what can only happen in Palm Springs. Your comments were so perfect that this place could not be anywhere else, because this place is about the emotions and the story of Tahquitz Canyon and about the ground and the mountain and how that materiality makes everything here. It's about the color that you find in the desert. It's about the shade from the palm fronds. That this place is to evoke the spirit of Palm Springs. Nellie Kaufman, her mantra, I'm going to read it because I think it's so perfect, is she believed in space, stillness, solitude, and simplicity. And I hope that this project, this park, really conveys those ideas. So tonight we're really here to celebrate. I think we want to celebrate that it worked. And number two, we want to really believe that places have ideas, and this place contributes another amazing contemporary contribution to the valuable collection here in Palm Springs. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for all of your work. Next, I'd like to call up Fast Track Construction, who made this park possible and got it done. So welcome.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Radavon, president of Fast Track Construction. We're thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate the opening of this beautiful park. It's been a true pleasure being able to create this natural urban oasis here at the heart of downtown, especially knowing that it will be enjoyed by the community here at Palm Springs and also the visitors for years to come. This project could not have been done without the hard work of our subcontractors, the partnership that we formed with Rios and the city of Palm Springs. When I stood here at the groundbreaking ceremony, this park was described to be the gem of Palm Springs. Well, I'm confident to say tonight that's truly what we're seeing here is the crown jewel of Palm Springs. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan, and Fast Track Construction and all of the subcontractors and all of the workers who put together the stone and all of the parts of this park for us to enjoy. Next, I'd like to call up Jeffrey Bernstein, the chair of our Measure J Commission, our Citizens Oversight Commission for Measure J dollars, to say a few words about Measure J. And thank you to Jeffrey and the commission for making this park happen.
Thank you. I'm Jeffrey Bernstein. I'm also the owner of Destination PSP, which is right at the end of the street. On behalf of the entire Measure J Oversight Commission and those commissioners who have volunteered their time over the last 10 years, I want to express what an exciting day this is. For those of you who are not aware, the Measure J sales tax was voted upon by the citizens of Palm Springs 10 years ago as an added 1% sales tax for the specific purpose of maintaining the local community services and revitalizing downtown. As a sales tax, it's funded not only by residents, but in large part by tourists. Measure J revenue now exceeds $16 million a year annually, and even with the pandemic, we've seen record revenue. Over the last 10 years, there have been some amazing accomplishments due in part to Measure J. The Wellwood Library renovation, the Architecture and Design Museum, countless bike paths, numerous upgrades in our local parks, the high school auditorium, dozens of infrastructure and public safety improvements, and over 130 miles of street paving to date. Measure J also has $1 million a year earmarked for smaller community-initiated projects, and we're now accepting applications for those. But this park is unique. The Measure J tax was created with this park in mind, and now we are realizing a project that was initiated and completed because of Measure J funds. This park is also important because in revitalizing the downtown, it's not just about these wonderful new additions, but also about celebrating the rich history of our city. This park, as was mentioned, was the site of the Desert Inn, owned by Palm Springs pioneer Nellie Kaufman. We stand down the street from the E. Stewart Williams designed art museum, and flanking the other end of Museum Way is the historic Town and Country Center. We celebrate the success of Measure J initiative because we have a park that is not only for tourists, not only for patrons of the art museum, not only for special events, and not only for local businesses. This is a park for the entire city. As a resident, I can say this is our park, and that's what the Measure J tax is all about, creating a better city for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I would like to invite the chair of our Parks and Rec Commission, which also did an important role in this park, played an important role in making sure this happened. So I'd like to invite Jerry Alcorn, chair of the Parks and Rec Commission, to say a few words. Thank you, Jerry.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jerry Alcorn. I'm the chairman of the Parks and Recs Commission. I'd like to start by saying thank you to all current staff and previous staff that have worked so hard for over the years to make this happen. This truly is a park for the people. This is a beautiful park that we're adding to downtown. The design is flawless. Thank you, Mr. Rios. It is beautiful. Great construction from all of us here at the city and the community. I want to say thank you to everybody. It is a beautiful park, and we're looking forward to using it. So welcome, and this is just another great addition to our city. So thank you very much.
It's a beautiful 84 degrees here in Palm Springs.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you to all of our commissioners who dedicate their time and just volunteer to make the projects like these happen. When it comes to local business, there's no doubt that the downtown park is going to have a hugely positive economic impact. And to talk a little bit about that, I'd like to call up Nona Watson, CEO of the Palm Springs Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you so much, Mayor. This is going to be hard because I talk with my hands. So what an amazing day. What you see around you, if you've heard, is a combined effort of so many different talents, vision, and an awful lot of physical effort. If you remember a few years ago, we were asked to reimagine what our downtown would look like. One of the reasons was we wanted to sort of revigorate our business community. The downtown, if you look around, has become, as we've said, the jewel of Palm Springs. And today, we're adding another precious gem to that crown, and you're standing right in the middle of it. Anyone who knows the Chamber of Commerce knows that we have one mission, and that really is to do whatever it takes to make sure businesses are successful. Especially this year and last year, it's really been trying. There has never been a more challenging time, but we also represent the visitors that come here and the residents that live here. Because without all of you, our business community could not thrive. And we're so thankful that you're here and that you support your local businesses. I hope everyone that visits this park feels the spirit that built it. This is where friends and strangers, as we said, they come together. They meet, they share, they relax, they walk their dogs. I hope you feel that you're in the center of not only a park that is very special, but at the center of a city that is one of the most special places in the entire world. Thank you.
The slogan for the city of Palm Springs is a place like no other.
Thank you, Nona. The park's neighbor across the street, the beautiful Palm Springs Art Museum, is also excited about the downtown park and all of the positive impacts to our community for arts and culture. So next, I'd like to call up the museum's Associate Director of Advancements, Michael Hinkle, to say a few words.
Hey everybody, good evening. My name is Michael Hinkle and I am a director at the Palm Springs Art Museum. Tonight is really amazing, and the new downtown park has been, let's say, 45 years in the making. The museum opened in 1976, and now we have this beautiful park right behind us. And we're really honored to have worked with the city to help create this beautiful space. And incredible work, Mark. It's been a pleasure working with you over the many years, and the community. But you and the Rios team are just incredible. Thank you, Mayor Holstage and the entire City Council. Thank you, past and present. I see you back there. And thank you to the city staff and the community partners who work so hard to make every day in Palm Springs a special destination for locals and tourists alike. This incredible partnership that the museum shares with the city and all of you is built on a foundation of community, legacy, and love, and the power of art. That's what's in that building right behind me, or on the other side of the park here. The Palm Springs Art Museum and the Architecture and Design Center are open late and free tonight, and every Thursday night from 4 to 7 due to generous support from the City of Palm Springs Public Arts Commission. In fact, for over 25 years, the City of Palm Springs has funded programming and community access, including free Thursdays, and thank you for everything you do for us. Have you seen the new exhibitions? You can raise your hand if you have. The refreshed galleries, visited the bistro, or made your way out to the Faye Sarkowski Sculpture Garden? Right, I could go on. But bottom line, the museum looks amazing, and we look forward to welcoming you all very soon. Thank you, and have a wonderful and safe evening.
I got a Nellie Kaufman head. Thank you, Michael. And I just want to acknowledge that I invited up Councilmember J.R. Roberts, who sat on the Downtown Park Subcommittee and the Planning Commission for a number of years. We also have our Planning Commission Chair, Kathy Wehrmuck. So thank you for being here tonight. And I mean, there are dozens and dozens and hundreds of people we could invite here to speak, right? And it's a beautiful thing to see the community come together. We've so desperately needed this after an extremely difficult 18 months. What an amazing opportunity to come out the other end and celebrate and have an open, safe, outdoor space to gather. So I want to acknowledge Lily Suarez from Congressman Ruiz's office. They presented us a certificate of recognition. We're so grateful for Dr. Ruiz and our congressman for being a true partner for Palm Springs and helping get federal dollars for our community. Thank you, Congressman Ruiz. And to our Palm Springs residents, thank you for investing in this park, for joining us this evening, for continuing to make Palm Springs like no place else. And I hope that you enjoy this beautiful celebration, tonight's concert with Abba Fab, and
starts at
the
6:30,
pooch
by the way.
contest. We have a pooch contest with the animal shelter for Halloween costume, and we have Taste of Palm Springs with local restaurants. So please enjoy this evening, enjoy this park that belongs to the community. And I think now it is time to officially cut the ribbon. So Nona, if you could bring the scissors.
If everybody that would like to be in the ribbon cutting picture could go behind the balloons, we'll get everybody in there. It'll look fabulous.
Entering the pooch contest.
Everybody that wants in the picture. And everybody come forward. Mark. Make sure you get all the Say ours. Get everybody forward. Hi. Is everybody in? Brittany, how does it? Oh, you're not. Amy, you're getting pictures because Brittany's very back there. All right, here's how we do it. So at first we just do pictures, and then Brittany's going to give us a thumbs up, and we're going to count.
Am I in your shot? Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and then we're going to cut the ribbon. Okay. So this is a photo op.
Jeff? Your left. Got it good.
Everyone got it? Amy, just give us a thumbs up.
I will. Okay, I'll count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I want to show you the crowd that is gathered. And we have Marilyn over there. And Museum Way runs between Palm Canyon and the museum, and that's the museum over there. And now I'm going to make my way into the park and explore. And we're still live. And once I'm not holding a microphone in one hand and a tripod in the other, I'll visit your remarks again. So,
Hey everyone, we're going to get started with the Halloween Pooch Costume Contest at the stage. Just wanted you to see the park, so we're going to do Palm Springs. Enjoy.
We're an umbrella. I'm always having
No, I know.
hi. Hey, Adam. That's Mr. Christy Holstead. Okay, so let's go see the park and see what it's like. So, this is by the way, a Palm Springs police substation is part of the park. And that's why there's a police truck over there. And there's public restroom facilities, which is fantastic. This is, I'm heading toward the amphitheater, and that is where the 3-hour ABBA Tribute concert will be. I am not going to be broadcasting it. And we have this really gorgeous water feature. That's pretty stunning. How's it going? It was just really steamy a minute ago. I bet you it gets really steamy again. Oh, those people are taking risk to be out there. I want to wait. Oh, see that mist. That mist is amazing. Gotta love that. Hi, I'm live right now at this moment. That was a friend of mine. There's the museum, by the way. There were people who were wanting to know where the art museum is. So we have the whole amphitheater feel here. And oh, that's so cool that the back of the park faces the mountain and the museum. That's really beautiful. And we do have a doggy fashion show. I just need to get through the crowd. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hi. So, Clifton Tatum, are you entering your dog in the contest?
No, we didn't know about the contest, and so it wouldn't be fair just to go on cuteness alone.
Hold this for a second. So the reason I stopped to talk to Cliff is because he is on the
President.
yeah, he's the president of Palm Springs Leather Pride, which is coming up. But also, he is one of the announcers for the official Promo Homo TV broadcast of the Palm Springs Pride Parade.
My name is Greg Michaels. Getting ready to
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. Looking forward to the event.
Thank
We've
you.
got a great array of beautiful animals all decorated up for Halloween. I want to thank the people from Palm Springs Animal Shelter for being here today. As our judges, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you guys so much. We got prizes too. How about that? For our best overall, we got certificates to Lulu's California Bistro, Crazy Mail's gift card, lollipops and gift baskets. And for most creative, it's a Starbucks gift basket. And for our funniest, and I hope I don't get this wrong, we have a something from Havana's PSP destination. Thank you so much for helping me out with that one. All right, so who is our first one in line over there? Raise your hand if you're our first one in line. I see that you guys want to come up as our first contestants? Yes. Yeah, come on up here.
So that's a dog dressed as a lion. But
all right.
I don't mean to disappoint you, but I won't be able to bring you this doggy fashion show because I do not have rights to the music in the background. I don't have rights to the music. So I'm going to move out of this crowd. And I think and I'm back. Sorry about that delay. I was actually technically set up, and should that happen. So if you're still watching, I'm going to go to the Maryland statue, and then I'm going to roll through the rest of the remarks that you guys have made. So if you've tuned into this broadcast and you're watching Promo Homo TV for the first time, I'm building Promo Homo TV as an online broadcast network with multiple programs. And the whole premise is that Promo Homo TV is connecting the circuitry of humanity by creating programming for LGBTQ plus everyone. And throughout the program, there's been a scroll at the bottom of the screen that lets you know how you can participate. And if you want to, I mean, the content is free, but there are certain ways that you can support it, which I have been showing you throughout the program. Now we're going to go. I'm intentionally not showing you Marilyn's panties. You've got to come and see them for yourself, but that's out of respect for people that don't appreciate that Marilyn's panties are on display. I personally love the statue, but I'm not going to show the panties because of that particular reason. So let me set up my tripod so it's in a secure place. And I'm going to move further away so we can see all of Maryland. I want you to see all of Maryland. I think this is a good spot for me to work on ending the broadcast. Note to self, bring a camera person the next time. Okay, so we have a bunch of remarks. My friend Rafael says, "Hola, amigos. So sorry I could not make it to this wonderful and extraordinary event. We'll see you soon, late tonight or tomorrow." So Rafael is a really good friend of mine. We're not dating. I don't want anybody to think I'm unavailable. But he is coming to go to Center Stage with me tomorrow night, which is benefiting the LGBTQ Community Center of the Desert. Rock enjoyed the ribbon cutting. Ashley Ryan says, "Thanks for broadcasting. Was going to come with my dog, but work ran late." And Rock has sent a lot of smiley faces. So that was a pretty full show, and I'm so glad that you've all tuned in. And I am broadcasting a network-style television show with my phone, and that is why sometimes it looks like I'm doing 10 things at once, because throughout this sort of broadcast, I usually am doing 10 things at once. And I'm actually now ready to end the show in just a moment. Wow, I don't know about you, but it's great to be out and among the world. And just a reminder, if you tuned in late, to if you're watching on Facebook, click the bell. That will remind you of upcoming broadcasts of Promo Homo TV. If you're watching on YouTube, in the lower right-hand corner is a subscribe button. And I'm on Twitter at Promo Homo TV and Instagram at Promo Homo TV. If you search Facebook for Nicholas Snow and click on the page's results, not the personal profile, I have one of those, but I have a public page with 7,500 followers. You can find that. I'm on LinkedIn. I actually am on TikTok at Promo Homo TV, but I'm not doing a lot with TikTok yet. There's only one of me, but there are many of you, and I'm so glad you watched, and I will see you next time.
And I just can't get enough of your